Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is a case of Wiggins versus Davis.
Thank you, Jerome. Good day, everyone. Mr. Wiggins, you are here in court to prove that you are not the father of Ms. Davis's child, Aubrey Wiggins, and say today's results will change your life. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Davis, you claim that Mr. Wiggins knows he's the father of your child and is trying to deny her because he already has 3 children and doesn't want to step up and be a father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Mr. Wiggins, why do you say today's results will change your life?
As a result of being alleged the father of Aubrey, I lost my wife and I want to regain my family.
You lost your family? You were married at the time? Explain.
Yes, Your Honor, I was married and me and my wife went through a separation due to a rough patch. Through my separation, I became a little antsy, I guess, for lack of better terms. Miss Davis was working for a family member of mine and I seen her. And she was looking good, and she was walking up some stairs, and she had on some really tight pants. And
Yes.
So I approached her. It was never supposed to be anything else more than just sex.
No.
But you didn't use
We was
protection.
together for almost 2 years and a half.
We was never together.
Almost 2.5 years?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I was
ma'am.
married, Your Honor. I mean,
Yeah, married, but
it just, it kind of went longer than it should have.
But your hope is that if you can prove that Aubrey is not your biological child, that you can convince your ex-wife, which is, the woman, I guess she left because of this situation,
Yes, ma'am.
that you want to try to put the family back together.
Yes, Your Honor.
So the stakes are high, very high here.
They are.
So, Ms. Davis, you ended up starting a relationship with a married man. He was separated at the time.
right.
Did you think you were in a relationship?
I was. I knew I was in a relationip.
You did?
2.5
We were
years we
not,
was together.
Your Honor. I was telling her what I felt I needed to tell her to ultimately get what I wanted.
Obviously,
in a short period-
You might have gotten more than you bargained
right.
for, right?
He did. A child.
And so why did you think you were in a relationship, Ms. Davis?
He stated that multiple times.
Was he telling you there was going to be a future?
Yes.
Oh.
He wanted to marry me. He wanted to get a divorce from his wife.
No,
he wanted
Your
to be
Honor.
with me.
No, Your Honor.
Were you still trying to work it out with your wife while you were sleeping with Ms. Davis?
I was. That's also the reason why I have a child that's 2 months
Apart.
younger with my wife.
They were pregnant at the same time, your wife and your mistress.
Right.
They were, Your Honor.
They're a
She
month
was-
apart. Our children.
How
are a
did you
month
find
apart.
out Ms. Davis was pregnant?
So she kind of told people, and then I asked her to let me tell my wife. And of course, because she wanted my wife out of the picture, because she did want more.
You're right. I wanted more because that's what you presented.
And I was good to her. I mean, because ultimately I was trying to get something out of her. So I did what I had to do. I felt I needed to do.
Like 2.5 years, how we're not together.
Things happen or said in the bedroom that may not always be. But it was never, and it was.
Well, aren't you speaking a word this afternoon?
I'm not saying.
So basically you're admitting that you just lying?
It wasn't lying.
So you can
Your
sleep
Honor.
with her. No. Now don't try to clean it up
Right.
now. You said you did what you had to do to get what you wanted.
No, I did say that, Your Honor.
You were a married man.
was.
You sleeping with this girl. You approached her, pursued her, got into a 2.5 year.
It was not 2.5 years.
It was 2.5.
We did sleep around for months, but it wasn't 2.5 years.
2.5 years, and you.
How
still
did your
want-
wife find out?
Miss Davis told her that she was pregnant and that she wasn't going anywhere. She inboxed her on Facebook, which
Right.
caused a lot of havoc in my life. Opposed
You
to
wasn't going to be a man.
Did it cause the havoc or did you cause the
He
havoc?
did, cause right.
Miss Davis immediately was like, "Well, it doesn't matter what nobody else think. Oh, I ain't going nowhere."
Right,
there was
'cause you lay down with
this
me.
Position, this position.
That's
that
your
I've got you
father,
now.
so you're
I've
not.
got you now, and that's the demeanor I felt she had. It's like, oh, ching ching, I've cashed in.
When you say he was with you, what do you mean?
We started dating and going out. Valentine's Day, that's when I believe I conceived Aubrey. We went to a room and we had fun. He, on the other hand, decides that he wants to go through my phone and he found a little statement about me and the guy
it's
talking.
more than that, Your Honor. Let's back it up a little. Yes, we did intend to plan Valentine's Day together. However, prior to us going to the hotel, we got into a bit of an altercation. I don't remember the exact details. And my family member seen her be picked up by another guy.
That was my cousin.
That she claims to be her cousin. However, it's a coincidence that while we were at the hotel, she happened to be taking a shower, and I think I was using her tablet for something, maybe
phone.
scrolling on Facebook, and this guy inboxes about meeting her again, and she's telling him, oh, I need some more
I never
loving.
slept with him,
So
Your
to
Honor.
me, saying more means that it's already happened. And so we did not end up having a Valentine's Day celebration because, of course, I was upset.
How were you upset if you weren't in a relationship with
Right.
her?
Because
Right.
Just asking.
that's true. I mean, I think more so it was because of just lying. I mean, you know, Chantrell was telling me, Miss Davis, that she was not with anybody else. So that's why
I wasn't. I never slept with anyone.
I had spent my money. We were at this hotel. I had went all out for her in hopes that I would have a great ending that night. And so it pissed me off to see her, this guy saying
Well,
he
we're
wanted to
not
have
together,
lovers, so
but
now
you
I waste
wanted to
all
have
this
a good
money.
time.
And then you're telling me, okay, that, you know, I have a baby by you when you're sleeping with another guy. That's what made me
I never
mad.
slept with no one.
So, and that is
Yeah.
part of what your doubt is as well. Because
Absolutely.
after you saw those messages, then you said, well, maybe she isn't just sleeping with me.
What? No,
when
Your Honor.
I seen it, when we got the birth certificate, I let him know that whatever he signed it wrong. He was supposed to go get it fixed. Before we even conceived, that's all you asked for was a baby. Was another
What?
baby.
I had two
was
children,
another
Your
baby.
Honor. I didn't need any more children.
He
I
wanted
didn't need
me
any more children.
because of my body, and he wanted a baby from me.
That
to
is all
keep
I
me.
wanted, Your Honor.
Yes, yes, you
Sir,
did.
because of
Oh my goodness.
From day
so
one,
you're
that's-
saying now he's a married man and he's asking you to have his child.
From day one. From day one since he met me.
If he was and you did, then why isn't he with you? Why does he want to give his wife back?
about her.
I never told you that.
She did, in the heat of an argument, but she said it.
All right.
Never
So what
said
about
that.
the child you have that's very close in age with your wife, your ex-wife?
Right.
Are you very active in that
I
child's life?
have custody.
They look identical.
Okay.
They
You're
look
saying
identical
that
to each other.
You're saying Aubrey and that baby, the ones that they look identical.
They mistaken Aubrey for her at times.
Promises.
Because that's the promises he keep making.
I see what's going on here. It's clear as day. You playing both sides of the fence. Then you get mad when she go confront your wife. Like you are offended. TDs. Hello?
Right,
And ending up in paternity court.
right.
Somebody talking about they don't like something. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Wiggins versus Davis, when it comes to 23-month-old Aubrey Wiggins, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Wiggins, you are the father. Miss Davis, what are you feeling?
I've been going through this for a long time. Like between him and his wife. Like,
It's his child.
right.
You are the father.
Yes, ma'am.
You have the clarity you need.
I'm gonna take care of my child.
Good.
That's all I ask.
But you also have to deal with this thing you all have.
Yes, ma'am.
If it's true, last night, you could be back in here within a year. I mean, how do you be offended when you are just offensive?
That's right.
And continuously committing further offenses. If you're gonna try to put your family back together, then do that and leave her alone. If he won't leave you alone, Miss Davis, leave him alone. You better than that. You deserve to be somebody's wife. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You wife material. You don't play second hand for nobody.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You first string in this game called life. All right, we have counseling and resources for you all. Take advantage of it
Yes, ma'am.
and stay out the bed. Court is adjourned.